If your only connection with exercise is it feeling like a punishment, understand that it's going to be difficult to find your why for doing it or to find enjoyment in it. First of all, if that's you, I want you to try to treat yourself with kindness, because no one that I know can't wait to do something that feels like a punishment. So we're going to begin with this thought experiment, or if you want to take out a pen and paper, go ahead and take out a pen and paper. You can do that too. We're going to start thinking about how movement makes you feel. And before we get started with brainstorming, I want to differentiate movement and exercise. So exercise, dictionary, is defined by any activity that requires physical effort, is carried out to sustain for health or fitness purposes. Now, movement, however, is any act of movement. So for our prompt here, we're going to start with movement. And that means this, that means this, that means getting up from your chair and stretching or rubbing your neck after sitting for a while. We're not talking about a 30-minute jog or 12 reps in a gym. We're only talking about movement here. So now I want to ask you, how does movement make you feel? So since this isn't a live exercise, there's that word again, my hope is that you find at least one positive association with movement, whether it's movement makes me feel less stiff or movement makes me feel playful. There are a lot of answers. So if you have ones, feel free to drop them in the comments. That's always fun. But hopefully this helps you to get a little bit more creative with defining it. And this is where I begin with a lot of people when our hope is to improve their relationship with exercise. I rewind the tape, or I pull back the layers and make it less complicated, because a lot of times that's one reason why people don't like exercise. It is really complicated, and how many reps, how much weight, when do I do it, where do I do it, what do I wear when I, all this stuff that gets jumbled up. So let's make it less complicated. And this is one way to do that. But oftentimes what we'll uncover is that it's become a form of punishment because somewhere some voices have told you that you're not good enough. And that, my friend, is what I'm here to remind you of. That voice is false. That is freaking wrong. That voice is a liar. You do deserve the benefits that exercise and movement brings, the getting stronger part, the increasing your flexibility and endurance and all of that. And you don't and have never deserved the punishment piece that has come along with it. Whether it came from an elementary school PE teacher or some jerk on the playground or your own parents, you didn't deserve it. So we're gonna start here. We're going to start with movement, and we're going to start from a place of stillness, leaning in to movement, and we're going to evaluate how that makes you feel. Ignore those voices in your head for this thought experiment. And this is where you and I will begin.